DIY Diana here. Today we are going to learn how to make a paper book pumpkin like this. And it is a super easy craft. You have to have an old book. You can use a paperback or a hardback. You need a glue gun, glue sticks, a twig from your backyard, and you can just do it whatever size twig you want, and a pair of scissors, a good pair of scissors. Now, and Diet Coke or beverage of your choice. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is tear the binding, the cover, the front and back cover, and the spine off of your book. And you gotta kind of be mean with it and get it all the way off. Like that. And just set that aside. Now, I've already chosen this one here because I know that it's gonna do enough of a circle so that it'll fan out. So now I am going to hot glue this part right here. So I'm gonna put lots of glue here. And then I'm gonna glue this together like that. So we're gonna hold it for a minute so that the glue dries. So this craft is good for October and November because it's you can do it for Halloween and Thanksgiving. And this takes just a minute to dry. And for Halloween, well, either way, you can leave it plain like this because I'm a color phobe and I don't like orange in my house, but if you like the orange in your decorations, later we'll show you how you can paint the pages orange. But I'm gonna keep mine just regular book page color. Oh, you know what? You weren't supposed to do that first. Anyway, that's okay. What we're supposed to do first is cut the pages. So what we're gonna do is we're going to, now, there's two kinds of people in crafting and probably in life. The kind that do this and eyeball everything, and the kind that measure everything. I am the kind that does this and eyeballs everything, and my husband is the kind that measures everything. So you can imagine how well we get along when we're doing a project together. So I am going to eyeball this, and what we're going to do is we're going to curve a corner on both sides. And we want to leave a flat end on the top and on the bottom so we can set our pumpkin down like that. So we're gonna take like 3 or 4 pages and we're gonna start right here and we're gonna cut a corner. And you can go back later and round it out. So this is what mine looks like. Just a little bit of a curve, and you can see I only took like that much off. So we're gonna repeat that for the whole, for all of the books. So it just depends on how thick of a book you got, and you use this as your guide the whole time. So now it's just cut and repeat, cut and repeat. So this is a skill you learned in kindergarten. So everybody can do this. I taught this to my church group the other night, and they were fighting over one pair of scissors. Because apparently I have one pair of scissors that works better than the others. And they called that my good pair of scissors. So as soon as one person finished with the good pair of scissors, then another person got the good pair of scissors. Okay, so just keep doing that. And you can really do about 10 pages at a time. And it really does help if you didn't glue it beforehand, but I failed to read my instructions, which I will send you. Now, if you're not eyeballing it, you can use this as your pattern and you can draw it on with a pencil. Yeah, you should see my husband and I working together on a project. He makes a jig for everything, and by the time he's done making the jig, I could be done with the project. But his always comes out perfect, where mine, sometimes I have to put 2 or 3 nails in the wall to get the right place for the nail, and he never has to put more than 1 nail in the wall because he has a jig that he made that tells exactly where the nail goes. But I get done faster. It's amazing that we've stayed married as long as we have. We are celebrating our 45th wedding anniversary tomorrow. And that's kind of amazing. And that means I have had to stand by and watch him make a lot of jigs while I could have been finished with the project. But that is the give and take of marriage, right? All you people who are eyeballers, you know what I'm talking about. And all you people that are planners, you know what I'm talking about too. Because you have to live with someone who's like me. And you can go back when you're done and smooth out your corners. And some of you are going to want to, and some of you aren't going to care at all. Okay, so now I've got all of one side done. And I can set it down like that. And now all I have to do is the other side and kind of match that. And I'm gonna eyeball it. And I kind of let the scissors decide what the arch is gonna be. Okay, so we're kind of nearing the end here. I've only got about 4 more cuts here. And then we'll go on to the next step. And you can kind of trim as you go. If you see, the one thing you don't want is like jagged or pointed, like kind of sometimes here in the middle you get pointed corners. Oh, like right here I can see that this is not the same size as everything else. There, I fixed it. Now, if you want to just make a bunch of these, when you go to the thrift store to buy your books, they're going to think you're crazy, but kind of take a book and open it up and then see if it's going to round out for you. See if it will make a round circle. Okay, so see like this? You can see that's not quite a round circle, but I kind of like the way it turned out. I don't have too many rough edges. I've got a few. So I'm gonna move some of this because tragically I don't like messes. And then I'm gonna load my glue gun. Okay, so this is how it went right here. So now I'm gonna make four corners. So I'm gonna pull these two together here. So what I want is like to have 4 different sections. So I'm gonna glue these 2 pages together. So they're from different sides of the and now I'm going to come over on this side and glue these 2 together. And be careful not to burn yourself. I know most people think Christmas, the smell is pine trees and cinnamon. But to me, it's the smell of burning flesh from burning myself with a glue gun, so. Okay, so we've got this and this. So we're starting to make our circle. So now what we do is we go about every 2 or 3 pages and we're going to put some hot glue right here to kind of spread the pages apart. And you do that for all the pages. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this one here, it has some gaps, like there's a big gap here, and there's a big gap here, but it's just like in life when you put your best foot forward. There's my best foot forward right there. Or here's my best foot forward right here. So in crafts, like in life, nothing's perfect. Okay, now we're just kind of getting all the glue off of it. And you can see we have a really good side on this side and not a really good side on this side. So we're just gonna put our best pumpkin forward on this side here. And we're gonna choose a stem. And I kind of like this one here. It has some bark on it, and then on other places there's no bark. So I'm gonna hot glue this stem here, and I'm gonna just place it right here and hold it for a minute. And then I've got several. I've got a buffalo check, and this one has just some linen. And I've got some harvest gold, which is really popular right now, this color. That's why I'm wearing this shirt, because it's a popular color right now. And I got it at a thrift store too. And this is green and orange check, but I'm gonna go with the gingham color. That is the color everyone wanted last night when I taught the night before last when I taught the class. Okay. So let's move everything out from under it. And that's the finished project. Now I'm going to show you here on this one, I've got some orange, orange, and I've got a sponge brush. And I'm just gonna take this and just take this across the edges like that. So if you wanted to do it like that, you could. So that just gives it another look, and I'm gonna finish this off because I'm gonna give it to Carrie here and let her take it home. Carrie, what one do you like? Do you like this or this?
Oh, I think I like the neutral.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that finishes it off for us. So you've got a book page pumpkin that you can finish in like less than an hour, and you can use it for Halloween or Thanksgiving. So I hope you enjoyed our class, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.